What's up guys, welcome back to another video of the iPhone build series. So this is another episode of the same series. Now in this video, I'm going to show you what parts are required to build your own iPhone and what each part does. So without any further ado, let's get started. So let's start with the slightly bigger parts. So the first and main thing is the iPhone logic board. Now if you're buying this offline or online, make sure that Touch ID works and it's not iCloud locked, or else you're going to have many problems. Even if it's password locked, you can actually reset it and use it normally, but I recommend if it's in the normal condition. Similarly, if you have one with Face ID, make sure that Face ID works as everything is paired with each other. Also, the logic board is the brain of the device, so take care of it, as if it breaks then nothing is going to work, as it is the main part. Then comes the charging flex cable. Now this seems like an easy one, but it's kind of difficult to get. Now you can get one with a damaged chip, which can also damage your device completely. But that's actually rare, but try to get two from two different sellers. This cable is responsible for the charging mechanism, headphone jack if your device has one. The speaker is also attached here. Few models such as the iPhone 5s and SE also have the home buttons connected via this flex cable, and also it helps in the antenna signals. Now we will also need a battery. Now for this, make sure you search the internet for the exact number of milliamp hours or mAh your iPhone battery actually has, so get one accordingly. Also, you have a high chance of getting one with Apple logo, but it's highly unlikely that it is a real battery by Apple, and I think that you know what the battery does, right? Now here comes the power flex cable. This is definitely an easy pick, and just make sure you get the one specific to your device. This actually does a lot of work. It has the video microphone, it has the flash, and mainly the power button, ringer button, and the volume button. And also it controls the vibrator motor if it's a non-haptic touch device such as the iPhone 6 or SE. And if this flex cable is not present, then your phone would not boot up even if power supply is provided. Then is the display. If you're buying one online, make sure you check the reviews, as you need a good quality one. The display houses the earpiece speaker, front camera, proximity sensor, and the home button if your device has one. But if you're making an iPhone 10 which has Face ID or any other iPhone which has Face ID, then the home button would not be present and all the other parts would be replaced by a single module, which is the true depth sensor. Then we will need the front camera flex cable. This is an easy pick. You can get the one which is specific to your device. But if you have an iPhone 10 or above which has Face ID, you can just get the true depth sensor module. This has the proximity sensor, front camera, and it also houses in the earpiece speaker. And then next comes the housing or the body of the iPhone, also known as the chassis. Get the one which has the buttons included. Also make sure it has the perfect parts placement. This will house pretty much everything as the name suggests. Now let's move on to the slightly larger parts. Let's begin with the rear camera. Now remember to check the reviews and get the proper one, as the one I got was very damaged and it didn't take good pictures. Also, this needs to be taken extreme care of, as a small particle of dust on the lens will make you lose the autofocus ability. We will also need the speaker. This is also an easy pick, but make sure you get the one specific. This will attach to the charging flex cable, also acting as a protector for it. And you know the rest of the story, right? Also, we will need the earpiece speaker. This is also an easy pick. Make sure you get the one specific to your device. This is the one near to your ears during calls. I hope that you knew that already. Now this is a slightly interesting part. The vibrator motor or the taptic engine. If you're building an iPhone SE, 6 or older, then it will have the vibrator motor. But if the device is iPhone 6s or newer, which has haptic feedback, then it will have the taptic engine. Now be really careful with these, as these are really hard to find on AliExpress and most of these are damaged or scams. The vibrator motor gives the vibrations and the taptic engine gives both the vibrations and also haptic feedback. Also, we are coming near to the end of this video, so make sure you like, subscribe and share this video with your friends, as it motivates me a lot. Also, this video has been recorded twice, as the first time it did not record. I don't know why. We will also need brackets. Now make sure you get this from a reputed seller and who is actually known to do these stuffs, as they probably know and have knowledge to build them properly, and they are also familiar with the production of these smaller parts. Also get the one specific to your device, as I say every time. These brackets help the cables being intact, and these usually come in set, so don't worry. And there's still a larger bracket left, which is commonly known as the LCD metal back plate. These are difficult to find on AliExpress, but once you get these, your display should be safe. This helps in mounting all the parts onto the display and also helps the display in keeping it intact. Now we also need a smaller screws which go into all the holes. This is also an easy pick. Make sure you get the one specific to your device. And I think you know what screws do, right? We also need metal rings which go around the lightning port and the headphone jack if your device has one. Slightly difficult to find, but more of an aesthetic, but does help a bit. Also, you need pins for the clicking of buttons. These are very hard to find on AliExpress. You are more likely to get those on eBay. Also, you will need a Wi-Fi antenna module. Also, an easy pick. Get them specific to your device. Also, get a waterproof and dust seal as it is recommended but not necessary. I will cover more topics related to the iPhone build soon. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon so you know when those videos are out. If you want to know how and why I built it, go watch my previous videos as they are already out there. And yeah, that's it for this one. Stay safe. Peace.